So you've inherited a house and you've been told that it's going to go into probate, and you're asking, well, what next? Well, in this video, which is part of my probate series, we'll simply start off by giving you a high-level overview of what probate is and why the home most likely needs to be sold in probate. Now, probate is a legal process that is required to sell the property that is in the deceased person's name. When in probate, the court gets involved at various levels depending on your particular situation. There will be a person assigned to administer the estate, which very well may be you if you're watching this video. And that person is called the personal representative, or PR. There will also be an estate attorney to help with this legal process. And there are some substantial fees associated with completing a probate procedure. The most common reason an estate goes into probate as far as real property goes is the way the title was held. The best cure for not having to go into probate occurs before the owner dies. By working with an estate attorney, you can avoid probate by putting your assets, including real property, such as a home, into a trust. One of the misconceptions about probate is that people think that a will keeps property out of probate, and that is not true. The will does allow the deceased to determine such things as who receives what, as well as who will be the executor of the will. This, of course, is better than trying to sell the property intestate or without a will. If there is not a will, the state determines the intestate succession, or in other words, who receives the property left behind. If you find yourself involved with a probate, there are many resources available to help direct and smooth the way. As a certified probate expert, through MTI Probate Education, I am equipped to help answer many of your questions, as well as being a great resource to connect you with other vendors and services you may need along the way. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dalal with Urban Nest Realty, and please make it a great day.